Okay, so this is the third um, video in the Qt game development with C++ from Ubawork. We've gotten, hopefully, we've gotten used to the UI of Qt. So if you remember from the first video, this is the game we're trying to create. It's a very simple window with about three buttons, a high score, music. So this is the first page we'll be working on. So let's start creating our game. So if you go to the welcome, you can create a new, you want to create a new project, or you can also go to file, new project. But this is quite easy. So we're going to be creating a widget application. We're going to be creating a widget application. There are other options, Qt, swipe, stack. If they towards the end, we'll get to use other ones, but we're going to be creating a Qt widget application. So choose, name it what you want to name your project. Choose choose the location where you want to save it. I like saving it in this Qt folder because that's where everything I do is. And then this is the build tool you want to use. You can use CMake, but it's preferred to use QMake because QMake is built for Qt building. So use QMake. It comes with the Qt. So for now, let's leave it as it is. Later, we'll choose to change what we want to change. This is important if your target audience, you expect the game to be used by people from other languages, so you can from other countries. But we'll use none, which is basically just English. That's what we're using for now. Um, you can set right. I'll choose MingGW because that's what I like using. I do not like using the Microsoft Visual C++. That's MS. MingGW is what I like using. Okay. And then lastly, version control. Version control is really important. Right now, you're working on this project alone, but if you're working with other developers, the code will most likely be in a repository, either GitHub, GitLab, or any other Git-based repository. So the idea is that you'd work on a part of it, push yours, and that person can pull the changes you've made and then work on it. So when you're working with a lot of developers, you definitely come into using Git. So it's a good idea to configure it with Git. But for now, we ignore it. So any software development job you see out there, it's always important to learn how to use Git. So you should learn how to use Git. So now when you start, it's a build, a basic template. This is the old one. This is the new one we're working on. So let me close this one. So this is what we're working on now. So it's a build very basic one main CPP app, the main Windows CPP, the main Windows.h is the header file. This is CPP file, and lastly, this is the UI file. So in the UI file, we'll just do something very simple and try and put two buttons and see what it looks like. Two buttons, three buttons, four buttons, and lastly the radio button. So we'll continue from here. So let me just build it and show you what it looks like. Save all. And then this is what it looks like. So you can see like the button works, and so this is what we'll start from next in the next